She hails from Gujarat, and prior to joining as a member of the commission, she was holding the post of a principal as a law college of DISA, that is BK Gujarat, and she is also a prominent educationist and social worker from the state of Gujarat. She worked extensively for the welfare of the women and children. Um, Ma'am has served as a professor and assistant professor at Law College,
Yeah.
Palanpur, Mahasana,
Yeah.
Maninagar, Ahmedabad since 2005 to April 2012, and from 12 to April 2014. She was also a member of Gujarat State Commission for Protection of Child Rights from May 2017 to March 2019, and she has organized several girls' education awareness movements for Maldari community in Gujarat. And a little bit of social background of ma'am. She has conducted Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign, Gujarat, and Good Touch and Bad Touch campaign, that is also in Gujarat, women empowerment movement in regional level in the state of Gujarat. She has also conducted Balika Shiksha Abhiyan in Rajasthan for Devwasi community, and she also strongly believes that women play a vital role in making our world a better place. That is, God has created us a human being, male or female, after birth. First, we all are human. So, still today, women is not considered as a human being. So, she also believes we must fulfill all our constitutional ideals: social justice, welfare of state, and gender justice. So, she has educational qualification of her uh, graduation in psychology and
Yeah.
law, then master of law in criminology, then completed PhD in law and development and center in gender inequality. So her research area was research on situation of women in Banaskantha district. So this is of great. She has also published many books: Right to Information Act, Limitation Act. Then also there are others like changing the situation of women in 21st century. Then she has become a co-convener of different movements, like and at the political background level towards the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Prakalp Pradesh by BJP. Then Mahila Morcha Gujarat member. Then in charge of DISA in BJP. Then she has also achievements of membership drive as a third rank in Gujarat. So she has also been awarded with different awards like Shrestha Mahila Award on occasion of International Women's Day in 2018. Then she has also uh, shared thoughts on views regarding domestic violence, sexual harassment, and status of women and women dignity through media and social medias. And she has also attended many state level, national level, international programs related to women empowerment and welfare. So we are happy, and it is a privilege to have you, ma'am, on this occasion
Thank
of
you.
this webinar, which we have organized on children and women's rights and privilege challenges. So we will begin this second session, and I hand over to you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the details information. So wide details about me. Thanks a lot. And the law college team, especially for law college team and other organization partners who organize such type of awareness programs. I really appreciate behalf of National Commission for Women. I would like to appreciate your efforts. So thanks, all the distinguished guests and all the
Thank you, ma'am.
participants. Yeah, participants. Thanks. Okay, you audible? Audible me? Voice
Yes, yes.
clarity is okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now today we are talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Today we are talking about protection of children against sexual offences, POCSO Act 2012. This is my topic. Because of the limitation of time, this is my topic. The act defines a child, lists out of the sexual offences against children, or provides for their punishment. India is a home to the largest percentage of children in the world, out of which about 42% are children below 18. One of the biggest evils the country is battling is child sexual abuse. In order to address the problem of CSA through less ambiguous and most important legal provisions, the POCSO Act was formulated in June 2012. The Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. The Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012 come into force on 14th November 2012. The Act was passed in the Indian Parliament in the May 2012. The Act, under the ambit, defines child as a person below the age group of 18, is gender neutral, and have a clear definitions for all types of sexual abuses like sexual harassment, penetrative and non-penetrative sexual abuse, and pornography. Who come under this act? So first of all, we are talking that all children, whether male or female, below the age of 18 come under this act. It extends to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The silent features of POCSO Act. This act is like a child-friendly. Child is given police protection during the investigative procedure, can avail emergency medical treatment, provisions for avoiding re-victimizations of the child, special court to decide compensations for the child, can testify through video link. A CSA case should be disposed of within 1 year of reporting. Types of sexual offences against the children: penetrative sexual assault, aggravated penetrative sexual assault, simple sexual assault, sexual harassment, using child for pornographic purpose. It involves sexual assault means touching the vagina, penis, anus or breast of the child with sexual intent or causing the child to touch others similarly comes under this. Punishment is jail term for 3 years to 5 years. Aggravated sexual assault also like this. Sexual harassment. Which kind of sexual harassment? As per this act, uttering words, making sound or gestures, exhibiting objects, etc. with sexual intent, or making a child exhibits any body part, showing any object to a child for pornographic purpose, using the media item for sexual abuse, and threatening to enacting a child for pornographic purpose. Punishment up 3 years with the fine. Using child for pornographic purpose, this is the most important in this act. This type of act considered as a crime. Use of a child for pornographic purpose in any form of media for sexual gratifications. Punishment for these offences extends to 5 to 10 years depending on the nature of offences. Storage or pornographic materials involving child is punishable. As per this act, punishment is 3 years. This is the basic definition that which kind of act, sexual harassment, is considered as a crime. The most important things that this type of act like abetment is also considered as an offense. Abetment of an offense involving child is punishable. Engaging in a conspiracy, suppressing informations, willful representations of facts, facilitating on offense, and transporting a child, etc. relating to child come under this offense. Punishment for abetment is equivalent to the punishment for an offense under this act, even an attempt commit an offense is punishable. Procedure for reporting a case. There is a various types of steps procedure regarding the reports of case. Inform special juvenile police unit or local police. They will put and number the record of information in simple language in the book kept in the unit. If the child needs care or protections, the police unit will make arrangement within 24 hours. Inform the child welfare committee or special court within 24 hours. Procedure for recording statement of child, like the statement of the child be recorded at the normal residence of the child or its choice by a police officer, preferably women. The officer not to wear uniform while recording the statement. The child should not come in contact with the accused. The identity of the child shall not be revealed. Rights to privacy as per the Article 21 of the Indian Constitution is also include recording of the statement by the magistrate. The magistrate shall record the statement as the child states in the language in the presence of someone the child trusts. Do not allow the advocate to be present while recording. The magistrate shall provide the police report to the child or its parents. Medical examination of the child. Conduct a medical examination of the child. The examination shall be a woman doctor if the victim is a girl. The examination shall be before the parents or someone like that. If such a person is not available, a woman official of the medical institutions must be present. Now, special courts for POCSO cases. A court of session shall be made a special court for POCSO. The second additional district court is made the special court. The court shall presume that the person being prosecuted has committed to the crimes unless the contrary is proved. Similarly, the court shall presume mental capacity of the accused until the contrary is proved. The accused has to prove them beyond reasonable doubt, but not on the basis of the probability and the responsibility also. Special public prosecutor. Appoint as a special public prosecutor in this like a POCSO cases, he or she shall have 7 years experience is must. Procedure of the court, POCSO court specially for. The court may take cognizance of the offence on receiving a complaint or the facts of the police report. The public prosecutor, the counsel for the accused shall put the question to the court, and the court in turn will put those questions in the child in trial. The examinations shall be child-friendly atmosphere. Aggressive questions shall be avoided. The child's identity to kept undisclosed. The court may take cognizance of the offences or receiving a complaint or the facts of the police report. The public prosecutor, the counsel for the accused shall put the questions to the court, and the court in turn will put those questions to the child in trial. The examinations shall be child-friendly atmosphere. Aggressive questions shall be avoided, the procedure of the court continues. The recording shall be done within 30 days of taking cognizance. The trial shall be completed within 1 year. The child shall not see the accused during the proceedings. In the trial of case, in camera proceeding to be followed. If child needs other place for trial, that can be allowed. The child can take assistance of legal practitioner. The special juvenile reporting of child abuse mandatory. The reporting of cases of child sexual abuse to the law enforcement authorities is mandatory for all. Failure to report a case of child abuse is an offense. Reporting is obligatory even if the information is acquired as a part of professional duties with a confidential relationship. Any private person who failed to report a case of child abuse is committing an offense. One of the case, State of Karnataka versus Navina 80 in 22nd February 2016. The case is related under Section 448, 506, 363, 376 of Indian Penal Code and under Section 451 of POCSO Act. The said order bail and direct that the accused be arrested and committed on custody. The case on hand related to the respondent accused the kidnapping a minor girl who is aged about 17 years and forcibly committing rape on her. During the investigation, the victim girl and the respondent accused were traced on 19 December 2014. An investigation officer has recorded the statement of the victim girl. She has clearly stated that there was no force by the accused to commit rape on her. She has given the statement before the learned magistrate. The victim girl is aged about 17 years and she was pregnant. He is in judicial custody. Since 20 December 2014, the investigation is over and the charge sheet has been filed against the respondent accused. And the second case of state of and city of Delhi and Raman Kumar in 17 March 2017. This case is related of the child victim. In the present case, since it has come on the record that child victim is a tortured witness and the identification of accused at the police station and in the court is also doubtful and having regard of the fact even testimony of the child victim is not reliable and trustworthy and evidence of child victim has not been duly corroborated by non-examinations of material witnesses. Example, neighbor and kids in the neighborhood of accused who were available. Therefore, in these facts, presumptions stands by accused, it will not be safe to rely upon the testimony of child victim. Accordingly, accused is acquitted for the offences under section 366, 342 of IPC and the section 6 of POCSO Act, personal bond, surety bond if any of accused is discharged. So this type of cases of POCSO Act, the POCSO Act 2012 looks into a support system for children through a friendly atmosphere. In the criminal justice system, with the existing machinery, example, the CWC and the commission, the positive aspect in the appointment of the support person for the child who would assist during investigation, pre-trial, trial and post-trial. The major challenging also would be between different entities and under different legislations. The Act makes it mandatory to report of the police about any offences defined under POCSO Act 2012. So friends, this is the basic highlights in this POCSO Act, and also we all know that children is the future of our nation, so we have to care, we have to think this is our precious property of our nations, and under Indian constitutions, article fundamental rights, also directive principles and fundamental duties mention that child right is a fundamental right. So various United Nations organizations and international treaties be secure the child rights and child friendly atmosphere in our country. So many JJ Act, I think child labor, child marriage restraint act, so many acts. We will try our best, and especially NCPCR, National Child Right State Child Right Protection, or NCPCR, also doing a best in child cases, various like. So, if you are any information regarding the child abuse or child trafficking and a violation of fundamental rights, child related cases, so please mail, yeah, any information put in social media, and not to NCPCR. You online complain, you should online complain in NCPCR. And women related issues, you surely tweet me, otherwise mail me. My mail ID is rajul.desai@gov.in, and also NCW personal website and our mail ID. So please, friends, today I am so happy to connect with you and uh, put my views regarding the POCSO Act. Because of the time and because of the so many work regarding our official work, uh, sorry to, because I have to go for another work. So please, the team members and the law college team also congratulate all of you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am, for your deliberation on POCSO Act. Uh, can you have some questions, because there are participants who are raising some questions regarding a
Oh,
case. One from
oh,
UP,
yeah,
Deepa Rajendiran has questioned. Uh, so here, despite the POCSO Act for protection of children, sexual
yeah.
harassment of the children has been on the rise. And even 2 days back, a 6-year-old has been subject to such an incident in UP, and her parts mutilated, which alarmed even the doctors who were helpless and could not help the baby. So parents are panicking. What, according to you, can be done to save these young ones?
Okay, first of all, I think we have to try to inform the police also, and the State Child Right Commission of UP. If any inquiry committed regarding the State Child Right Commission of UP, any information about this?
No idea.
No.
Deepa Rajendran is a participant.
Ha ha. Yeah, I think. Okay, the case already in
She has
court.
only posted.
The case already in the court of UP. Okay, okay. Good afternoon, Special Police. Sexual harassment on the children has been on the rise. 2 days back, a 6-year girl has been subjected to such an incident of UP. Her parts and others, children, even and doctors. Oh no, so sad. The tragedy, yeah, the baby. So this is the tragedy for us. Sincerely, I say that I'm so we are so helpless that this type of incidents occurring for us. This is, but Deepa, you have to mail NCPCR. I write the NCPCR mail ID in mailbox. Okay, so first you mail and complain to NCPCR online complaint. That NCPCR will do best and take cognizance in this case.
Okay. So thank you, ma'am, for your suggestion. So I hope
Yeah.
Deepa has got this point, because she can also approach, I think, her State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and then
Okay.
to NCPCR also. Uh, so there are,
Okay, Manjeet, the one
yes,
participants, Manjeet
yes.
Goswami, the question in India have strong laws regarding child and women rights. Yes, definitely. So many laws regarding the child and women laws also, and also the women laws regarding information, that Sexual Harassment Act. This is the most useful for us. and also reforms of IPC section 354 2018, the Criminal Law Amendment Act in IPC section 354 A, B, C, D, that voyeurism is considered as a strict legal provisions about this. Then stalking, online stalkers, about the online stalkers. So many digital crime related provisions include IT Act also, Information Technology Act also. Okay, Dipti, ma'am, what about the children who face physical and mental harassment in his own house by the relatives? Could you please give some suggestions? Dipti, first of all, dear, we have to know and we have to aware our children about the good touch or bad touch. Good touch, what is good touch and what is bad touch? If somebody touch your private parts, if somebody touch your private parts in your body, so please say, don't touch me, say no, and leave the place. The three most important things we have to aware the children, our neighbor children's, school children's. If you all are students, you all of children organize some campaign for poor girl vulnerable classes, and government school children or poor children, that good touch bad touch campaign. I also held the campaign in Gujarat, and I had a good experience for this campaign, Good Touch, Bad Touch campaign. So many children are aware about the what is a bad touch and say no, don't touch me, uncle. Please leave it or leave the place. Look, so many information, instructions we will provide our children. So you will try about it. You will some organize a campaign and awareness programs about good touch, bad touch. Okay, Anjusri, ma'am, what is your opinion about the punishment for sexual abuse of child is 5 years? Uh, okay, that's a good question. Good question, Anjusri. That I think a POXO Act is so good, but the punishment है जो 3 or 5 years for the sexual abuse, this is the so minimum punishment. I think 10 years, mandatory for 10 years. So we will try for law reforms in these provisions if possible. Can I mail you regarding the harassment of definitely Deepa, definitely you mail me. I send my mail ID. uh, I request to all of you that if you have any problem regarding women safety, women issues, so please mail me, and your team will organize some tour, educational tour, and NCW, visit the NCW, will visit the NCW. So your college professors also will plan about the educational tour, and this is my mail ID. You should mail me any issues regarding women, and at the same time NCPCR NCPCR.
Uh, yeah, Harish sir is raising his hand. So Harish sir,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon, madam. I heard your presentation. I have two issues to be addressed by you. One is lot of male child sexual abuse cases go unreported. Okay, one part. The second is females involved in sexual abuse of children. Both the child can be a female, girl child or a boy child also. None of these cases are reported, and even the data is not much available on the website of the government missionaries as to how many cases of sexual assault by a female against male child is happening in this country. The other one, last question is the Nirbhaya fund available for the victim compensation under the POCSO Act also?
Yeah, Rajul Desai ma'am, Harish sir has two queries actually.
You want me to repeat? You
Hello.
want me to repeat?
Yeah, repeat it.
Okay. Madam,
Yeah, Harish.
I have three questions. One is females sexually assaulting a male child goes unreported, but only female child being sexually assaulted gets the attention even of the media and the government authorities. As per your records and data, how many do you think get reported? And government is not publishing this data regularly as far as male child sexual abuse. The other one is these. The other is the Nirbhaya fund availability. Is there Nirbhaya fund availability for payment of victims'
Compensation.
the POCSO case?
Victim compensation, yeah. Okay, your first question for victim compensation, Nirbhaya Fund also, and National Legal Service Authority. The National Legal Service Authority also maintain this part for maintenance for women or also children. This is the good. We are satisfied for the compensation. Because the second, your question is like a government machinery and numbers of cases for male sexual abuses, right? Na? Yeah. So NCPCR, I think, because I am a member of NCW, but I think NCPCR done a good job. Please, you visit the NCPCR site also, and so you will see that the data and number also, and National Crime Record Bureau's number also you have to, so because I don't know about depth in this matter, because we are handling the women issues, but I think so. Yeah.
The other one was women involved in sexual assault on children, both male child and female child. How many cases have been reported? And this data is not available even on the NCW or on the NCR.
Definitely.
Because only assault by male gets reported, gets wide attention, gets all sympathy, but assault by a female to a male child never gets any momentum or publicity or reporting in this country. So what is the NCW's approach in case where women is the accused in respect of all sexual assault of any small child or whether it is a male child or a female child? Because that women comes under your NCW also.
Yeah. You are right. This is the right question, and I so like your questions, because no issues and less number of cases reported that a female character involving in this incident, and child abuse, like child sexual harassment, number of cases not reported, like domestic workers
Correct.
and child where the child labor is occurred, this type of cases. NCW has a limitations for our jurisdiction is above 18 years related women cases. We are taking cognizance, and no one cases as per my information, no one cases regarding this topic that you said this topic. This is the tragedy. So society will aware, and we should aware about this type of crimes and will action.
I would suggest to you that your organization should also start giving more publicity and reporting by shaming, by defaming people, women who are above 18 years who are involved in sexual assault on children. Even though this assault, the victim comes under POCSO, but the
Yeah.
accused women can come under NCW also.
Also, yeah. Okay, this is the nice suggestions I like, and we'll try some make policy and suggestions of Ministry of Women and Child regarding this topic. Thanks, sir.
I,
Very
I,
good.
I will mail you a lot of suggestions because I'm
Okay.
an advocate. I'm an advocate from Bangalore, and as a member of Bangalore Political Action Committee, we have been
Okay.
successful in getting Nirbhaya Fund to BMTC and other things in Bangalore to do training and sensitization program for bus conductors, drivers, or of any sexual assault happening in the
Oh,
bus mobility. So how do they handle this? Do they stop the bus and ask the person to get on and go away, or they'll ensure that justice is rendered to them by filing complaint?
good.
And
Very good.
slightly deviating from the topic, in sexual harassment, in the posh cases, is in posh cases in colleges where cyber stalking or sexual where harassment happens to students. Uh, in such cases, we have not seen even one conviction happen. Most of the time, the institutions want to safeguard their credibility of the name. They will ask to compromise and close the case.
Yeah. This is good. And will mail me about the information and give suggestions. Definitely, we will make some policies.
Sure, sir.
Thanks. Thanks, and good work. Good work to you, your organizations.
Thank
Very
you so
good.
much. Thank you so much.
Very good. Yeah. Okay.
Because I've been
Friends.
following POCSO. When Sridevi came on Amir Khan's Satyameva
Yeah.
Jayate, we're talking about good touch, bad touch to children,
Bad
after
touch,
which
yeah.
this law was passed in Parliament.
Okay. And dear friends, do you know about the Sakhi One Stop Center? What is Sakhi One Stop Center? Sakhi One Stop Center is a dream project over Prime Minister Modi ji, also
Correct.
Minister Smriti Irani ji. The center is a provider so many facilities for women victims, also the needy women, the weaker section of the society. There is a one roof. There is a one roof and free facility, 5 types of facilities. First, free medical facilities for women. Second, free legal aid facility, advocate facility for women. Third, psychological, socio-counseling facilities for women. Fourth, video conferencing facilities and temporary residential facilities. Regarding police facility also, the registered FIR, losing the FIR, and women face so many challenges and issues regarding the registered FIR. So one stop Sakhi, the central government schemes of Sakhi help the needy women for police help, medical, counseling, temporary residential facility of women. So this is the best project. You will visit that your district's Sakhi center and report me which type of Sakhi center run this place. So you will visit Sakhi center.
See, I